just thought I'd take you on a little tour of Guernsey as I run to my sister's house, which couldn't get much further away.
All in all, I'm just pretty knackered. The interesting fact about Guernsey, so why are these long runs so important? It might be like my last opportunity to talk Bell Castle. So I've royally clocked up my timings here, called in reinforcements.
Today I'm going to take you on my long run. It's Sunday, it's the end of the week. I had a pretty tough week in all honesty. It's racked up pretty quickly, so going out on this run is actually proving to be pretty difficult, especially in 45-mile-an-hour winds. I'm on the island, I'm on Guernsey, back home for Christmas, and yeah, I just thought I'd take you on a little tour of Guernsey as I run to my sister's house, which is pretty much the other end. It couldn't get much further away. I tend to go through mindset wise as well on a long run because I don't like getting out. As you saw in the treadmill video a couple of weeks ago, bad weather isn't very appealing to me. So yeah, running is probably the hardest one for me to get out onto or into. So I just go through a few little methods of doing that, and the primary one is just to get changed, to be quite honest. So yeah, I always find once I'm changed, it's so much easier just to get out the door. Before then, it's kind of like up the arse. Another one is to meet people, but not really going to meet anyone today. Just going to kind of go and wing it. So my trainers are pretty much at the end of their lifespan. These are the Bondi Hoka 8. Yeah, I tend to go through them once every 3 months, I'd say. And they're pretty decent. A lot of cushioning, which is what I like for most of my running at the moment, just to protect the lower limbs. And then maybe when I get into a little bit more of the pre-season, January onwards, then I can go for a little bit less cushioning. This is meant to be seriously windy, so I'm going to try and take the least windy route possible. A couple of things before I get going. It's not too far to get there, but I'm aiming for about 75 minutes to 90 minutes worth of running, just to complete the week really. Really racked up. I think I'm on like 27 hours already, so 28 and a half, 29 hours will be roughly my total weekly volume this week, which is pretty solid. I didn't really expect it to rack up that much, but my legs are definitely feeling it, so I'm just going to be trudging around today.
Yeah, this week I've had testing, VO2 max and sub-max run testing. I did a flipping hard VO2-ish session on Monday on the bike as well. And all in all, I'm just pretty knackered. But this is the last week of what will be a really solid pre-Christmas block. So I can't really complain. And it's probably one of my most successful ones to date. I think I'm pretty fit, I'm healthy. I'm just looking forward to the new year. And that's going to bring with it its own challenges, obviously, as per usual. But I'm really looking forward to it. I've set some goals, which I'll update you on in next videos. But yeah, stay tuned. It's absolutely howling. I'm not sure how much you can hear over the microphone. I've got this little dongle thing, so I'm hoping you can't hear too much. It's strong. I'm getting carried with it at the moment. I'm just around the far north of the island at the moment, just tacking on a little bit extra because I don't think the run would have been long enough otherwise. But because it's so windy, I actually always find that using headphones is genius, especially noise cancelling. Mine are broken at the moment, so really crackly, but it masks the wind, so I don't really notice that it's as windy as it is, especially when I'm running with it. But when I'm running against it, it's like it's not really happening, other than the fact that it's really tough to run forward. I think it's like that extra or decrease in that extra sense of hearing it, the wind just fucking battering your ears, that just masks it a little bit. of the good things about Guernsey is that this coastal path runs pretty much the whole way around the island, which is sick for taking a little bit of the impact out of the legs. Oh, it's windy. Still got tailwind, mind. Not looking forward to turning the corner, but hopefully I've planned the route well enough that it's not going to be too bad. I can just hug the houses and inland as much as possible. Oh, it's windy there. Good. Ticking over really nicely. Almost 6k in now. Still at the north of the island. We need to go all the way to the south. But shouldn't take long, it's a tiny little place. Flipping love Guernsey, that's so sick. The interesting fact about Guernsey, there's about 800 German bunkers kicking around on the island somewhere. Like, a lot of them you can see, but a lot of them you can't. And that was Hitler. So we were one of the most fortified areas of the Atlantic War. History. Don't think we appreciate it enough. It's easy to forget when you live here. So why are these long runs so important for me in particular? It's building up volume, building up conditioning, building up that aerobic base. But then also, when it comes around to upping it a little bit more, the intensity as a whole, it'll be a case of trying to really tune that aerobic system more specifically to 7.3 and full distance racing. So it's a really important run, this Sunday long run. Might be like my last opportunity to talk because it's about to get very windy, but I'm going to have to not only run to the other end of the island, but go up a hill because my sister lives at the higher end of Guernsey. It's not enormous by any stretch, but considering how pretty bad this week, it's not going to be the easiest climb. It's probably going to be pretty slow. Currently at like 450 per k, the first 9-10k. Castle. Rail Castle. Guernsey's so sick. But yeah, here we go, turning into the wind. Not expecting to be fast from here on in, but just an easy one to finish off the block. And to be honest, kind of the year. So I've royally clocked up my timings here. I'm going to be well late because we're going to go for lunch at 1 and it's running towards 12:30. I'm still nowhere near Francesca's house. So called in reinforcements. You're going to come and get me. What a sad, sad time. What a muck up. Oh well, better that than pushing myself to try and make the time or being late for lunch. So not the end of the world. Got a big week done. Got to be happy with that. Rest, recover, to go again soon.
Muppet.